Well, hey folks, I welcome you back to the Ozarks Backroads garage here. We got another project going on today. We're going to see what we can do with these side cases we've bought for the Tiger. I bought these when I bought the bike, and I thought I'd ordered black, but when I got them they were silver. So by the time I got them, I'd already had a top case that matched them, except the top case was black. So now I got a black top case and two silver side cases, and the silver does not look good on the black and white Tiger. The black top case looks really good on it, but these silver ones I'm not that crazy about. So what we're going to do today, I may be coming in above my pay grade here. We'll see how this works out, but I'm going to try to wallpaper these with vinyl car wrap and see what I can do with these, see if I can make them look decent or not. So stick around and check it out. We'll wallpaper some side cases. All right, well, what I've done here is I've got some poster board, and I've laid it up here, and I've made myself a pattern for my first piece. I'm going to do the outside face of the box here first. I just laid the pattern on top of the vinyl wrap and cut it out with a X-Acto knife. So I've got that right here, my pattern that I've cut out. So I'm going to soak this down. I've cleaned it with alcohol, and then we'll apply the vinyl here and squeegee it off, and we'll go from there and see how that looks. I usually just use a little Windex when I'm working with the vinyl. I don't know that it matters. This particular vinyl is 3M, the series 2080, and it's not even supposed to have you're not supposed to put anything under it, any soapy water, but I do. I've done it before and it works fine. Squeegee it out good, and you'll be all right. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of this too. That lets me move it around and position it where I want it without it sticking down. Rather than trying to make the entire thing covered, I'm going to leave a border, the aluminum showing through, so it'll kind of have like an aluminum skeleton. Each piece will have a rib around it of aluminum. So I'm not sure how it's going to look, but it seemed to be the easiest way to do it that I could figure out, so that's what we're going to do. All right, I'm just going to start working this down a little bit here, and with the squeegee. This box has a kind of a recessed area, rectangle in it that says Triumph. I'll probably just cut that out and expose that. Just go right around the edge of it and let that show. I got my first my first piece on here, for better or for worse. It's by no means perfect, but you know, I'm not a perfect guy. I radiused the outside corners, smoothed them out best I could. I don't know, we get the whole piece done, I'll look at it. If I don't like it, I can just peel it off. But I'm going to go ahead with it. I've got the vinyl. I cut out this piece here, exposing this. So now we'll put a piece down here and we'll see what we can do with the lid and kind of see how it looks as we go along. Cut some pieces out. We'll put one on and kind of start to get an idea how this skeleton, this way this is going to look here. Put a little soap on there. Just let her go right where she's at there, pretty close. Some of the water out from under it. Actually, this will get all the water out from under it. We'll take a look and kind of start to see how this is going to look. So we're starting to see a little bit of the design, how this is going to all lay out. We'll continue on with it and see how this works out. It's starting to look kind of interesting. I made a pattern for the top lid. So we'll go ahead and apply this piece here. I've already washed it down with alcohol. Well, we kind of got it in place. Just checking my border, seeing if I'm kind of equal all the way around here, and start working some of the water out from under it. So basically on the vinyl, just keep pushing the water till you get all the water out from under it. And then once the water's all out, the glue will set eventually and dry. Nice thing about this, when I go down with the bike in the gravel or whatever and scratch up the side of the case or the bottom edge or whatever, I can just peel the vinyl off and apply a new piece. Should be fairly easy to repair. A painted box, boy, they're the worst. You get them scratched and they're just scratched. One of the things that I've found on this vinyl, after you get it all squeegeed out, a lot of times the edges will be kind of ragged looking where you've cut them out with the blade, and they may not want to lay down real good on the edge either. So I've been going over them with a heat gun on low, the lowest setting, and it doesn't take much, just a little bit. You'll see that edge kind of draw up as that vinyl shrinks, and then go over it with the squeegee on the edge there, and it really makes a nice edge and lays down nice and tight. So we'll do one here. So I'm just going to take a little heat, and a hair dryer would be plenty good for this. You got to be careful and not melt your vinyl. But I can see it starting to draw up on the edge, so I'm going to stop with that and just kind of go over it with the hard edge of my squeegee and just push that edge down. That really lays the edge down tight. So that's what I've been doing on all my edges. And if you get a wrinkle in there where it's been stretched a little bit, this will shrink it right up, and then you can lay it down with the squeegee. So you kind of need a heat gun or a hair dryer. Well, we finally got our last of our pieces cut out here to go around this element here, around these handles or these tie downs. Cutting these out was about as much fun as a tax audit at the IRS office, but we got through it anyhow. Folks, we finally got all the pieces cut out and applied to the side cases. The vinyl there, that was quite a project. It took about 24 hours actual work time to make all the patterns and trace them onto the back of the vinyl and cut them out, get them applied. So it's a pretty big project, turned into a lot bigger project than what I was planning on. But you know, it's a long winter, so it's okay. The 3M vinyl seemed to work pretty good. I'd say it's a pretty good product. Probably can't go too far wrong with 3M products. I did notice online there are some cutters for cutting vinyl by hand available on Amazon. I think I Googled them. But I think there's a lot better tools than an X-Acto knife to cut vinyl with. Probably get better results. But all in all, I think it turned out okay. It's a lot better than the raw aluminum I didn't like the raw aluminum look against this black top case on this black and white bike. It just wasn't working for me. I think the black's an improvement. I like it better, so we'll see how it works out when I go crashing through the woods with these things and see how they hold up. Well, anyhow, I appreciate you all hanging out with me and doing some, wallpapering some side cases here. I thank you all for sticking around. Invite you to come back. We'll get into some other things, do something else one of these days. Till I catch up with you again, you all take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you later.